In order to resolve that problem, we decided to look at cost, schedule, information systems, control systems in a contractor's plant. And while we were doing that, it became apparent that there were several program offices that had already imposed sort of standard systems, standard way of managing defense programs on industry. Per cost was one of those schemes that was used back in those days, imposed on the contractor. Didn't represent the way he was doing the work, and therefore the data that came out of it couldn't very well represent the way the program was being managed. So we decided, instead of specifying a particular system, we would write a system specification, the criteria, if we will. We would outline some basic criteria that a contractor's internal system should meet, and we would then evaluate his system against that standard. If we could do that, if we could in fact get the contractor to provide the data or the information to industry, or from industry to government, based on the same information that he was using to manage his program in-house, then we would have imposed on him nothing outwardly, but merely build on the system that he was using. Or, in many cases, just use the system he was using because he already met many of the requirements of the criteria. So it was important then to take a look at what those criteria were going to look like. And the criteria themselves had to, of necessity, be very broad. And yet they had to be specific enough to outline what we thought the fundamental characteristics of a good cost schedule planning control system should look like.